Right, Frank. So Dillian White was supposed to be on this card. He's now got a major fight. I've just spoke to Frank Smith. It's not Anthony Joshua. Could it be Lawrence Okoli?
You'll know when we announce it, but he's not fighting on the card because it's too near to the date of this big fight, and we couldn't take the chance, or he didn't want to take the chance, and I don't blame him if he were to get a cut or an injury. So that's why he's not on the card.
And Nick Ball was rumoured to be fighting Lewis Neri. Is any truth to that, or is it the T.O. Haney breakdown that's kind of caused that fight to go?
There's lots and lots of rumours flying about all over the place. We'll be announcing all these guys' fights, I hope, on Monday latest.
And could we just get a comment on Dillian White's retirement? What's your opinion on it, and what was the conversation he had with you?
Look, I respect his judgment. Boxing is the toughest of sports. And if your heart's not in it, or you change your mind, then he's done the right thing. And he's done everything. He's had a brilliant amateur career. But he's decided professional boxing is not for him. So I respect that and wish him all the well for the future. And he'll always be a guest at one of our shows.
If Fabio gets through Huni at the weekend, would you possibly look at making a world title fight, or are you going to look at maybe running Miller again?
Well, it's number one in the WBO, fighting number one in the WBA. So the winner of this will become a mandatory challenger. So then they've got to sit down and think about what they want to do, where they want to go. And obviously all eyes will be on the 19th of July at Wembley, when you've got the four belts on the line between Mr. Usyk and Mr. Dubois. And then once the outcome of that fight is known, then I'm sure we're going to see some of these mandatories happen.
We're seeing Joseph Parker potentially asking for Derek Chisora on that card. Will we be seeing Joseph on the card, and will it be against Chisora?
That fight won't be on that card.
Will Joseph be on the card?
Joe won't be on the card.
Is that a fight that's on the board, Frank's the trilogy between Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora?
I've had no conversation about it. Derek's number one in the IBF, and he said he wanted to wait until he gets his mandatory challenge against the winner of the fight in 19. That was the conversation I had with him.
Like, what do you make of this whole Sky boxer scenario? King's option, Bill Gates, speculation that there will be an extension. Have you heard anything?
I don't even think about it, and I have no interest in it. It's their business. I just hope that Sky will continue in boxing, because they've been brilliant for the boxing, but that's their business.
Would you welcome them onto the zone?
Would I what?
Would you welcome them onto the zone?
I have no idea where he's going. All I care about is where Queensbury's going. All we're doing is delivering top show after top show. That's all I care about. Give it a flying toss at the
Speaking about the undercard, you've signed recently Lewis Richardson, an Olympic bronze medalist. You're not going to usually sign Olympians since sort of like James DeGale time. So what was it that you found so special about Lewis? What made you want to sign him?
I think he's an outstanding fighter. He's done well with obviously winning the medal. Previous medalists we've signed come to mind very quickly are James DeGale, he went on, won a world title. Silver medalist in Amir Khan, he won a world title. So we can put him in the mix with that, and that's what we think about.
Also, I've heard rumours about the Usyk Dubois undercard that there'll be Louis Edmondson versus Daniel Papin. Is there any truth to that?
Where'd you hear this?
Someone online.
At the moment, we're not in a position to say what we have. Because of this show's on, this is what we're focusing on. We get all this out of the way, and we've got some big announcements coming up in the next few days after the fight.
Frank, we see Moses Atama return with a devastating knockout in Glasgow as well. I mean, how excited are you for the career of Moses Atama? What's to come? Because he's so exciting already.
Well, he is. I mean, he's only 20 years of age, and I mean, you look at his composure, you look at the way he goes about his business and what he did up in Glasgow. It was phenomenal. Against a competitor, a guy come to fight, he got up the floor, showed a lot of heart, but the way he went about his business, for me, he's a very, very exciting fighter, and he's a monster. He's a young man, but he's a bloody monster.
He is. And Denzel Bentley, I think, last fought in December, WBO #1. Is it still a case of trying to enforce that mandatory with Janibek for that rematch?
That's what we're trying to do. In the meantime, we'll be announcing a fight for him on Monday. difficult.
Frank Lawrence Sokoli's done an interview today saying Dillian White's running scared of him. You've obviously Lawrence Sokoli, your guys, and Dillian White. Do you feel like Dillian is running scared, or we're going to see that matchup soon this year?
Well, Dillian's got a fight coming up. That's why he pulled out of the fight, and we'll be announcing his fight early next week.
Simon Jordan saying Dillian White's got no charisma, even his shadow is scared of him.
You said what?
He said Dillian White's got no charisma, even his shadow is scared of him. What do you make of
I don't
that?
understand it. Say it again.
Simon Jordan saying that your fighter Dillian White's got no charisma. What do you make of that?
If I remember rightly, when we made the fight at Wembley, when we won the purse bid for Tyson, weren't they all saying he should be getting more money because of what he's done and how he is and so forth? And part of that was their words, not mine. And we sold Wembley out. Comes to fight. If he's up against a tough opponent, he fights. He's a handful for him.
Just a quick on August the 16th was a date that was touted for the 5v5. Is that still on in Riyadh, or are we looking at a different date?
There's no 5v5 on in August, but there will be a 5v5.
Frank, not just as a 3-1 outside for this fight. Does that surprise you at all? Do you see it as more 50-50?
As I said at the start, it's just number one WBO against number one WBA. Both undefeated, they're big punchers. Anything can happen. People have bets to win bets. Anything can happen in these fights. I mean, obviously I fancy Fabio to win the fight, but Justice is a competitor. He's got a sterling amateur background. He brings a lot to the table. I think this is a tougher fight for him.
Speaking of David Miller, speech that he seemed to Spencer Brown on just now, he wants Miller to face the winner of Saturday night. Just thoughts on that?
Yeah, I like that.
Frank, Vasyl Lomachenko's announced his retirement. Just your thoughts on what career he's at and what...
Fabulous fighter. His father was a brilliant trainer. Should be very proud of what he's done in the sport. I mean, at all levels, amateur and pro, he's a great fighter. Love watching him.